Okay, quick thing before we start the show. Big changes are happening all around us. Are you ready? In my new book, Super Shifts, we uncovered the massive transformations reshaping how we live, work, and think in the age of intelligence. From AI to the future of work, this book is your guide to navigating what's next. Get your copy of Super Shifts today, available wherever books are sold, because the future isn't coming. It's already here. Okay, let's start the show.
Welcome to the Think Forward podcast, where we speak with futurists, innovators, and big thinkers. Come along with your host, Steve Fisher, and explore the future together.
Welcome back to Foundations in Foresight, a Think Forward series. I'm Steve Fisher, and today, we're crossing an important threshold. If you've been following along, you've spent the first 20 episodes building your future's fluency, learning how to think in multiple futures, spot weak signals of change, and break free from default thinking. You've started seeing the world through a different lens, questioning assumptions, and noticing early indicators of where things might be headed. Now it's time to zoom out and see the bigger picture, because we're not just talking about trends or short-term shifts. We're entering an entirely new era, one that's being shaped by forces much larger than any single industry or technology. We're entering the age of intelligence. This isn't just about artificial intelligence, though AI is playing a huge role. It's about the convergence of human intelligence, artificial intelligence, and networked intelligence, and how that fusion is reshaping everything, from the way we work, to the way we make decisions, to what it even means to be human. At the heart of this transformation are 9 super shifts, massive structural forces that are colliding, amplifying, and fundamentally reshaping the world as we know it. In today's episode, we're going to explore what the age of intelligence actually means, how these super shifts fit into it, and how all of this connects to the frameworks we'll be diving into in the main Think Forward show. This is the bridge between foresight literacy and applied futures thinking. Let's get into it. So, what is the age of intelligence? For most of human history, intelligence, both human and artificial, was limited. People made decisions based on experience, intuition, and tradition. Information was scarce. Knowledge was centralized, locked in institutions like governments, universities, and corporations. But we're leaving that world behind. We're now in an era where intelligence is abundant, decentralized, and accelerating. AI is evolving from a tool that simply helps us automate tasks to a thinking partner that can create, strategize, and even make decisions alongside us. Human intelligence is being enhanced through biotech, neurotechnology, and cognitive augmentation. And networked intelligence, powered by global connectivity, decentralized systems, and AI-driven platforms, is reshaping how ideas, trust, and decision-making flow across society. This changes everything. The way we work, the way we govern, the way we innovate, even how we define human identity. It's all up for redesign. The shifts we're experiencing right now aren't random. They're part of a much bigger structural transformation. And at the core of that transformation are 9 powerful super shifts. Let's talk about the 9 super shifts that are defining the future. The age of intelligence isn't being shaped by one single trend or breakthrough. It's being driven by 9 massive, interconnected super shifts. These aren't just disruptions within industries. They're deep, system-wide shifts that are rewriting the rules of society, economics, and human potential. Let me give you a quick preview of what's ahead. First, there's generational drift. Every generation grows up in a completely different reality than the one before it, shaped by new technologies, new cultural shifts, and new expectations. Right now, we have 5 generations coexisting in the workforce and in leadership roles, and their vastly different worldviews are creating friction and transformation across business, politics, and culture. Then we have Intellifusion, the merging of human and machine intelligence. AI isn't just something we use anymore, it's becoming a co-creator, a decision maker, and an extension of our own cognition. This changes what it means to be productive, to be creative, to be a leader. Next is Techceleration, the unstoppable acceleration of AI, biotech, and automation. The pace of technological change is outstripping our ability to adapt. The gap between what's possible and what society is ready for is widening, and organizations that can't keep up will be left behind. Then there's reality remix. The boundaries between what's real and what's artificial are disappearing. AI-generated media, deepfakes, immersive virtual spaces, they're reshaping how we experience truth, identity, and storytelling. Another massive shift is power flow, the decentralization of power, influence, and decision-making. Traditional institutions, governments, corporations, legacy media, are losing their grip as power shifts to decentralized networks. platforms, and AI-driven governance models.
And that ties directly into eco-awakening. Sustainability is no longer an optional value. It's becoming an economic and technological driver. The future of business isn't just about profits. It's about planetary scale resilience and adaptation. Then we have social Quake, the acceleration of cultural and social shifts. Conversations around identity, ethics, and social justice are reshaping laws, policies, and even corporate strategies at a pace that institutions struggle to keep up with.
Meanwhile, World Mosaic is fragmenting globalization. The world isn't organizing itself around nation-states and trade alliances the way it used to. We're moving toward a multipolar, regionalized, and digitally networked world.
And finally, there's Bionexus, the reinvention of human potential through genetics, longevity, and augmentation. The very definition of what it means to be human is evolving as we unlock the ability to enhance, modify, and extend our physical and cognitive capabilities. These aren't isolated trends. They're interconnected forces that are reinforcing and amplifying each other in unpredictable ways. This is why traditional strategy, traditional leadership, and traditional decision-making are failing. We're operating in a world that requires an entirely new approach.
So where are we going next? Now that we've established the age of intelligence and introduced the super shifts, we need to discuss how to navigate them. That's where the transform model comes in. Recognizing change is one thing, knowing how to adapt to it and use it to your advantage is another. That's why, in the next episode, we'll introduce the transform model, a structured approach to making sense of complexity, anticipating disruption, and building strategies that thrive in uncertainty.
This isn't about predicting the future. It's about building the mindset, the tools, and the systems that allow you to operate effectively in a world where the future is constantly shifting. You can see that the age of intelligence isn't coming. It's already here. Super shifts are unfolding all around us, reshaping industries, societies, and human potential at a pace that demands a new way of thinking. If you want to thrive in this world, you have to train yourself to see what others miss, to question assumptions, to anticipate what's coming instead of reacting when it arrives. That's why this next phase of Think Forward Foundations is so important. We're moving beyond understanding the future and into actively shaping it. So here's my challenge for you. Look around at the changes happening in your industry, your community, and your world. What's one super shift you're already seeing play out? Because the future isn't something that happens to us. It's something we design. That's it for today's episode. Next time, we're diving into the transform model, a framework that will help you navigate the super shifts ahead. Until then, stay curious, stay adaptive, and always think forward.
Thanks for listening to the Think Forward podcast. You can find us on all the major podcast platforms and at www.thinkforwardshow.com, as well as on YouTube under Think Forward Show. See you next time.
Thanks for listening to the show. Now, about that thing I mentioned earlier about the book Super Shifts. Imagine having a playbook to navigate what's coming next. That's exactly why I wrote Super Shifts, to help you understand and prepare for the seismic changes shaping our world. Don't just react. Get ahead. Super Shifts is available now, wherever you get your books. And if you order today, you'll get exclusive bonus content. Head to supershiftsbook.com and grab your copy now and start future-proofing your life. The future won't wait. Why should you?